It's been a tough year overall with the bat for South Africa. How is the confidence of the guys, particularly how it played out last week at the Gabba?
Yeah, the confidence, we've got to keep our belief, and the players do have the belief. We know we haven't played to our potential over the last couple of tests, but we're also determined to get it right. And the guys are out there putting in their best behind the scenes, and I'm confident that we're going to get it right.
So, what do you do working with this group of players? There are obviously a lot who haven't played a lot of Test cricket, but they're here now. So, when you're at this point, is it technical things you're looking at? Is it confidence building? What sort of things are you trying to give them?
Yeah, so it does depend on the individual and where they're at in their career, what they're looking for to improve. Most of the guys, I think it's more the mental space, been clear in their game plans, committing to those game plans, being decisive in what they do. And then obviously guys are always trying to touch up on a couple of technical issues and make sure that all of that is in place and that they can go and trust their game. So yeah, it basically does come down to the individual and where they're at. Yeah.
The batsmen would have had an expectation or would have seen a lot of footage of the Australian bowlers in particular, but what was the sort of the debrief and the feedback having been then exposed to them on a wicket that probably wasn't what they expected as well, but what was the debrief and feedback to you about what they saw in the bowlers?
Yeah, obviously each bowler's also got their strengths, so you know we speak individually about the bowlers and what they're looking to do to us. Yeah, we know as a batting group that they are one of the best attacks in the world, if not the best attack in the world with ours, and that we've got to be on our game, both defensively and in attack. When we get opportunities to score, we've got to make sure that we take them, and then defensively we've got to be in strong positions and commit.
Have you had a chance to have a look at the pitch just yet?
Yes, I felt it earlier, had a look.
What did you think of it?
Yeah, it's still a couple of days out, so it's going to be tough to say, but it was a little bit soft at the moment, but yeah, we'll see where it's at in 2 or 3 days' time.
Are you carrying any sort of lingering fears, I suppose, given what was presented to you up in Brisbane?
No, not really. Both teams play on it at the end of the day. You know, we can't use the conditions as an excuse. The bottom line is we didn't play to our potential. If we did, we would have had a better chance of winning the game. So yeah, both teams play on the surface, and it's who adapts best. Obviously, they showed that in the first test, and we've got to make sure that we correct that in this test, regardless of the conditions.
Does the batting group take confidence that the bowlers have the ability to take all 20 wickets? Certainly showed that the way they ran through the Aussies. So do you take a bit of confidence in that, know that the bowlers are there to back you up?
100%, without a doubt. The bowling unit's been unbelievable throughout this Test Championship cycle, and as a batting group, definitely, you know. But we also want to, well, they want to pull their weight and contribute to match-winning performances.
I know we don't want to look at the opposition in too much of a rarefied light, but they've got 2 guys who average 60 in Test cricket. As a coach, do you look at that and go, what can I take from those into what your group of batters do, and maybe things you can learn?
So you'll always look at opposition and how they go about their business. At the end of the day, they're playing in their home conditions. So it'll be naive of us not to actually look and identify how they're going about their business, where they're looking to score, etc. So obviously we'll watch and take the lessons that we can. Yeah.
You say it's a couple of days out and it's feeling a bit soft, but how does it compare to the Gabba from what you're seeing so far, the pitch?
Well,
A better pitch?
it's different in its colour complexion.
A little bit less green,
So
perhaps?
yeah, a little bit less green. There is grass on the wicket though, but it is less green. So yeah, the difference at the moment is it is a little bit softer than the Gabba was at this stage, I would say.
And
yeah.
what was your reaction to the ICC report on the Gabba pitch? Do you have any comment on it?
No, not really. Not really. Like I said, both teams batted on it. At the end of the day, they played and adapted better than we did. Yeah.
Davey Warner's 100th Test appearance. Obviously, he's under a bit of pressure at the moment in the format. He's a man who would certainly want to be wanting to respond to that, given the milestone occasion as well. Do you discuss that at all internally about the fire that might come from him?
Not really. No, we know we've got to land the ball at the end of the day, regardless of whether it's his 100th Test or his first Test. We've still got to get the ball in the right area, and if we do that, then we're putting him under pressure. And that's our focus in what we can do. Yeah.
The English last summer, frequently teams have come here. The first match doesn't go well, and they really struggle to come back from that. It's such a hard tour coming to Australia. What do you sense is the mood of the group, and what are you doing just to make sure the guys come here and can produce their best cricket?
So over the last year, funny enough, we've played our best cricket when we have been behind. So I think the group's taken confidence from the performances that we've had in the past in coming from behind. We came from behind against the series against India. In the series against India last December, we were 1-0 down. We won that 2-1. We went 1-0 down in New Zealand. We came back strongly in the second test there. So it's not something that we're afraid of doing. I think the boys are up for the challenge, and we know we've done it before, and we can take confidence from that.
I know your captain and coach spoke before the Gabba of liking a balanced attack and having Kesha there to provide the spin, but dependent on conditions, would another batter and play an all-pace attack be in your thinking if you thought that was the best way to go?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I can't really comment on that. That's not my sort of space. The head coach, the captain, and the convener of selectors will discuss that. So no real comment on that.
If another batter does come in, Dean sort of said that Tiernas was probably the next cab off the rank. Just where do you see him at the moment? What would he bring if he managed to make starting 11?
So he's looking really good in the nets. I think he's come off a good 100 at home, also in difficult conditions at the Wanderers. He's positive, so he'll bring a positivity about him. He's somebody who's always up for the challenge, and he won't shy away from the challenge. So yeah, he'll bring I would say his best attribute there would be his positive energy. Yeah.
Cool. We'll start taking last round.
A Boxing Day test for you guys is a rarity. What's the feeling amongst the group in terms of the occasion, but also what's going to be a big day, given the fact that it'll be big tributes to Shane Warne and such?
No, we're very excited. Everybody's very excited. This is what dreams are made of. I think everybody here in our squad would have dreamt of playing a Boxing Day test at the MCG. So it's about embracing it. You know, going out there, enjoying it, enjoying every moment, just embracing the challenge. And then obviously that tribute, it's special to be involved in it, and everybody will see it that way as well. Yeah.